Hey guys, Max here for Destructoid. I am at PAX East 2012, and I am with Greg and Garth, and you are the lead artist and the lead producer for XCOM Enemy Unknown. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So XCOM Enemy Unknown, this is not the one where the guys in the Mad Men outfits are in the first-person view and pissing off the old fan base. This is very much a return to form for the series, much more of a turn-based strategy approach to the XCOM games of yore.
Yeah, you got it. This is a reimagining of the classic 1994 UFO Defense. We're taking that beloved strategy title. I mean, a lot of the hardcore fans will tell you that's one of the greatest PC games of all time. It was our job to look at that game and usher it into the new modern era, so that's what we're doing.
So design-wise, it's got kind of a cartoony, almost toy-like feel to it. Kind of like you're moving little guys around. What was your thought process going in when you were designing this?
Well, part of it is the initial game view is a 3/4 view, and so to make things readable, we really wanted to make it kind of led us to make things a little bit more chunky. And the one thing also about the original game was it wasn't Call of Duty characters; they were sort of action figures, superheroes. And so when we started making this, we initially started working on the characters, and eventually came down on, you know what, these are action figures. Like, they are absolutely action figures. And so we looked a lot of miniatures and that sort of feel, but a lot of that same idea of what has to translate in a miniature works really well with what we're doing. And so we're trying to create that diorama, that sort of feel, and it kind of transcended everything.
Okay. Cool. So in the demo we were shown a few classes. There was like heavy weapons, there was assault, there was a sniper, and support. What are some other classes that are you talking about any of those at all?
No, those are the 4 primary classes that you'll be able to promote your soldiers into. There are dozens and dozens of abilities within each class, which is something new from the original UFO Defense, where you could customize your guys. You could rename them, make them your family and friends, watch them get eaten, by an alien. You can do that in this game, but then you can also customize how they play, which we're really excited about. You give them these specific abilities, and then they can do these different things on the battlefield.
The control-wise, I was interested to see because as opposed to the sort of your normal point-and-click deploy, there's sort of a drag and direct.
Yeah, you would think that a title like this, strong PC roots, it would have been very tricky bringing it to the gamepad, correct? But our UI team, design team, did a phenomenal job of coming up with an elegant solution to do that. The demo you saw today was actually on a 360 controller, so all the mappings work very well. We came up with some great solutions, did a lot of focus testing on the 360 controller, and the gamer IQ seems to be there. People are driving guys around, shooting, aiming at aliens right away. So we're comfortable. And again, it's without sacrificing the depth of the PC version as well. There's still all of that depth there, all the interesting decisions that you can make.
Now you've got the ground combat. There's also aerial combat. Is that right?
Just like the original UFO Defense, you can customize and build jets, give them these specific weapon loadouts, and then take the fight to the skies. In the beginning of the game, you're pretty reactive to the alien invasion. The aliens are doing these sort of incognito abduction missions. Eventually, you'll be able to deploy satellite networks and things like that, and then you can intercept the alien craft before they go on those abduction missions, bring the jet out to the sky and take them down.
Cool. One thing I loved in the demo was when you go back to the XCOM base, it's you called it the ant farm view. It's sort of like this is my boat from The Life Aquatic. You kind of see all the guys doing their little things. How much detail is in that? Like how far?
It's a ton. I mean, it really became its own thing. As we were working on the base itself, we tried making it horizontal, treating it a little different initially.
Isometric, just like combat.
Isometric, just like the combat. And that didn't work at all. And two of my guys came to me, my lead tech artist, my lead character artist, to me, and they said, hey, we're looking at this thing. We keep calling it an ant farm, but it's not. Like, why don't we make it vertical? And one of the things they referenced was Life Aquatic, and we had talked a lot about these being GI Joes and action figures kind of thing, and so they really latched onto that too, and they were like, this is the GI Joe base that as a kid, and it just kind of took a life of its own at that point. And so it's one of the things we're really proud of and we're really excited about, and it's a super good solution to the how did we do the base. So
it's sort of like The Sims, except it's not a dollhouse. It's a play set for action figures.
It's your GI Joe base,
It's a dollhouse for men.
It's a dollhouse for men. Yeah.
I like that. That sounds really good. Well, Greg and Garth, thank you so much for talking. The game looks fantastic. I'm looking forward to that.
Thanks for your time.
That is XCOM. That's PS3, 360, and PC, coming out sometime this fall. Anthony Carboni from Rev3 Games is also talking to some other XCOM operatives about the game. Stay tuned. Go check that out on another channel, and be sure to subscribe.